Hey guys, it's me. So it is 2 days, or a day I guess, before the end of January, so I wanted to go ahead and do my January favorites video. I'm going to try to record 2 other videos right after this, so if you see me in the same clothes, outfit, hairstyle, you get the idea of what's going on here. But so, if you've watched my videos before, you know my videos tend to be long, because I tend to ramble or give a lot of details on certain things, or just like, yeah, random and go off on a tangent. So get yourself a cup, a snack, and let's get into it. Alright, so since I've already showed my Darth Vader cup, which is full of water by the way, let's go ahead and get into food and drinks, I guess. So I've only got two in that category. The first thing is going to be this black water. It's actually not black. Like if you hold it up to the light, at least when I'm looking at it right now from my bedroom light, it's actually like a funky brown color, almost like soda water. So it says defy expectations in black on the dang label, and it says alkaline fulvic trace mineral infused water. So it's about a little over 2 glasses of water in this bottle. It's got a very distinct taste to it. Like you can taste, I guess, the trace minerals in it, but it's really good. And I've been drinking this since, I guess, November or December of last year. I went home both for Thanksgiving and Christmas time to spend the time with my family, and so I happened to pick this up from Target, which is one of the places I know I can get. I can either get it from Target or Whole Foods. My state does not have a Whole Foods. Like Delaware, I'm going to need you to step it up. If I'm going to spend all my money somewhere on food, it needs to be Whole Foods. But so I know I can get it from my Target too, which is usually where I tend to pick this up. I know some people are like anti-Target because of the whole controversy thing. The girl still made her money off the movie. That's how I feel. And there's certain things that I can't get in my regular grocery store, so I tend to go to Target. Like this. So that's my little spiel on that. So for snacks, it's going to be these. It is crispy, crunchy chickpeas for snacking and topping from the Good Bean. My favorite thing about them is, one, they taste really good, and two, they're non-GMO project verified. It's up here at the top. And so the one thing is, these are addicting. Like, I used to get like the mini bags from TJ Maxx. That's where I first discovered them. They had like the little bags were like this big, and I could go through them in like a day or two. My local grocery store is like right across the street, because I really did just go run out and buy these before this video because I wanted a snack, and this was like the first thing I could think of. I ate this in a day. Like this whole bag, which is, where's the size of this bag? I don't know. The point is, it is supposed to be 6 servings in this bag, and I ate it all in about an hour and a half. They're really good. They're really good and they're healthy, so that's my excuse. So moving on from that, I'm going to try to jump into face and body as far as like makeup or not makeup, but like moisturizing, cleaning and everything. So one of these things here, I don't have the label anymore, but it's actually a witch hazel soap. And I've been using this to like wash my face when I remember to wash my face, because I do not have a skincare regimen. I'm trying to build one as like one of my things for 2015. I'm going to build me a skincare and overall me regimen to like take care of myself. That's one of my things that were for after what I was dealing with. I need to take better care of myself so I don't get to that point anymore. So one of the things is to pamper myself, take care of myself, wash face, brush teeth, good shower, like good long shower, not like the quick ones, because I know somebody's going to need the shower next, or I know people are home showers. But so this is actually from Naturally Insatiable. This is one of those, I bought something and this was in there with it. And so she just told me it's got witch hazel. I know witch hazel is supposed to be good for like toning your skin. So I've been using this to wash my face along with some other soap. I use this one, I use them at the same time. I foam them up and rub them on my face. And then I use the Clarisonic that my Nana gave me, since she didn't use it to do it. Also, when I want to exfoliate my face, I did just get the a different scrub from Ashley's Naturals that I just put in my last video, but before I got that, I was using her Naturally Organic Sea Salt scrubs. Now I was really careful with this because, one, my face is sensitive. Well, actually all of me is sensitive, just like my skin is sensitive in general, but because it's got salt in it, I was really careful around my eyes. But so this is the lavender scrub. I actually have the rose scrub over there, and it's one of those ones, like, at first I was just like, because the lavender scent is really, really strong, I was just like, I'm going to probably just, like, go ahead and use this one all up first, just so I can hold off on my rose one. Then I wore it to go see Boo one night, and Boo was like, you smell like it. He loved it. So this is just like, it's like one of those sparing things now, just because I don't want to run through it, because I know the person likes it. So as far as first keeping on, I guess, face. So the last thing is this Celestial Facial Moisturizer from Lush. This is what it looks like. Now I am going to try and find something cheaper than this because this by itself is $24.95. And lucky for me, my state doesn't have tax, but still, it's $24.95 for, what is this? This is, I know this isn't even 8 ounces. It does not say. No, this is an ounce and a half. So this is 1.5 ounces, 45 grams. That's not a lot for 25 bucks. This is what it looks like. Now, I will say this is actually pretty natural. I think there's like 2 things in here. No, let me take that back. 3 things in here that are iffy on the skin. So I'm going to eventually find something else to use as a facial moisturizer. Hopefully either naturally insatiable or Ashley's Naturals will make something that I can use to like after I wash my face, because my skin does tend to dry out when I do like a good scrub. So that's usually what I use this for. I don't use this every day because it's expensive as hell. I just picked this up recently too, but I had like 2 samples back to back that I picked up every time I went to get my hair done. You already know the story. I go get my hair done. I go to the mall. That mall has a Lush. So I think that is all those. Okay, so for the next thing, it is my Queen's Wash for Ashley's Naturals. You already know I've ranted about people using my stuff up. I have done like 2 hauls with the sample size one, and this is the big one. I haven't even used this one yet. There was a little bit for me to squeeze out of my little sample size bottle. I just used that the other day. So I'm going to use this tonight before I go to work when I take my shower. So this is just amazing. Now it does have a different sort of scent to it. It's the Castile soap, and that's what it smells like. If you've ever smelled any sort of Dr. Bronner's, that's what this smells like. It was funny because I ordered myself one and I had one shipped to my mom. So I know how my mom is very iffy about things. So I was like, Mom, did you get your stuff? She's like, yeah. I was like, okay, did you smell it? She's like, no, I had to help your dad with something. So then I texted her later, Mom, did you get your stuff? Yes. Did you smell it? Yes. It smells funny. I'm like, that's the soap in it. I have another soap that smells just like it. That's what it is. She's like, oh, okay. So me and her are going to talk about that later tonight as to how she likes it. So, before I get into it, well, actually, let me go ahead and do the makeup stuff before I go ahead and get into tech and books. So, I guess there's 3 makeup thingies that I've been loving for the month of January because again, trying to just step it up and do something a little different. So I started wearing more makeup. Like, I have full face on now, at least full face for me, which literally consists of eyes, lips, and like a little bit of foundation. I don't do the whole like eyebrows, contour, bronzer, blush. I don't do all of that. And I know it's probably obvious, is mainly because my birthmark is darker. It looks more, it's less pronounced pretty much. So one of the things that I've been loving for the month of January is this NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Copenhagen. Now, I wanted to get Transylvania when I actually picked this up in December, and my mother's Ulta did not have it, and my Target does not carry that color. So this is what it actually looks like swatched on my skin. You'll have seen me wearing this color on my Instagram. It looks like it's a purple, but it really ends up being more like a berry color. Now, this isn't the one that I'm wearing right now, obviously. What I'm wearing is the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. I had originally bought a different color, and it stood out a hell of a lot more against my skin, and I hated it. Where Tiramisu is like a nice, nudie, pink, mauve-y color, whatever you want to describe it as. So these are the 2 things that I've been wearing the most of. Like, I have this one on right now, and I guess like you can really tell because I guess my lips look glossier, juicier, whatever the hell you want to say. But as far as like, it doesn't change the color of my lips as Copenhagen would. So the next thing is the most I'm not going to say it's the most expensive thing because I literally only spent $4 on it because I got gift cards for Christmas, was the Urban Decay Naked on the Run palette. This is what it looks like. It has, there we go. It's got 5 eyeshadows. Well, technically 6 if you count that other one down there. Bronzer and blush. I don't use the bronzer or the blush. I've tried bronzer and all. That's not my thing. I've been using, oh, if I can hold it up without like blinding y'all with the light, this color right here, and this one, and I think it's this one actually. Those are the colors I've been wearing. I actually have 2 of them on right now. I have that light champagne-y color that's like off next to the blush, and the purple pinky whatever color that I showed you. Those are the ones that I'm wearing right now. I tend to do my makeup before I go to work. Why, I don't know, because my job is overnight, so who the hell is going to see me besides the nurse that I work with? But that's what I've been doing, is I just tend to wear makeup before I go to work, because otherwise I sleep half the day. And before anybody tries to judge, I thought you were supposed to be loving you for yourself, blah, blah, that, and the other. I do. I like makeup because I like makeup. I don't wear it to change how I look unless I'm wearing like the berry color, and mainly I wear that because I like how it makes my lips look. It's not a I don't like who I am, I'm trying to hide who I am sort of thing. A lot of the makeup looks I do, even the one right now, is more natural. It's not about changing myself. It's not that I don't like myself. I love who I am. If you watched my A Little Bit About Me thing, I told you the only two things technically, I only wanted to change one thing about myself, and it was I wanted the labiaplasty. If you need to know what that is, go ahead and look it up. I'm pretty sure you get the idea by the name of the surgery that it was. But one, you can't get it in the States. Two, it's $5,000, not including the trip out of the States to get it. And there's a possibility that you could lose feeling. So those were the deterrents for me getting that surgery. And honestly, if the person that I'm with understands and takes the time and effort to make sure things are right, I don't have that issue. And the other thing was my nose, and then honestly, it's really the type of glasses that I get that tend to make my nose look different to me. But I mean, I've learned to love all my features. Lips, nose. The weirdest thing I've ever been told is I had really small lips for a black girl. By a black person, mind you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. That's my little rant on that. See what I mean about me going off on a tangent? But hey, I'm making a really good time for this video. So the last couple of things, let me go ahead and jump into, I guess, TV and media and books now. So for TV, I have been watching Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, however you want to say it. There's only 2 episodes left. I refuse to watch them because I don't want it to be over. And I've been watching Arrow and The Flash. Now, I started watching the Arrow because of Flash. Or Arrow because of The Flash. Because I knew they tied together. Like the very first episode, you see Arrow. I started watching it. It's just, oh. And I'm nerdy enough to the point to where I know certain things about characters are not 100% correct. And I'm just like, but I still watch it. Like, I still love the show. I'm on season 2 now. Season 3 is what's on TV, so I can get myself caught up by the time season 4 starts, but I'm not going to be caught up to the point to where I can start watching season 3 when it comes on next week. But those are my 2 things that I've been loving. It just brings the nerdiness out of me. Oh, I totally forgot an item. This is one of those ones that I've been wearing on and off. Like, if you see my Instagram or if you see me out, I tend to wear this item a lot. Is my Black Nerds Unite t-shirt. I also have a matching hoodie. These are both from Oyen Handmade. My mother bought me the shirt for Christmas because, like I said, all my family and me are connected on Instagram. So my mom knew that I wanted to buy a lot of black-owned stuff, black-owned businesses, everything like that. So my mom thought it was going to be hard to pick stuff for me because of what I wanted to do. But like for my mom, I got her Shea Moisture stuff for her because she does like the whole like dip dyeing color, changing the color tips of your hair. So I got her like Shea Moisture eyeshadows for her hair. She bought me, this is one of the items she got me, and I love it. It's one, because I consider myself a nerd. 2, a black nerd is like the rarest type of nerd you can find, and to me it just like advertises a part of who I am. So I love this shirt. Thank you, Mom, for getting it for me. And so, speaking of my mom, the last item on my list is actually a book that I found through Instagram. Again, it's The Medea Factory by Ezekiel Walker, or Ezekiel J. Walker, however you want to say it. The reason I mentioned my mom with this is because I bought my mother her own copy because she wanted mine. I was like, yeah, Mom, you occasionally take a little while to read books. So I bought my mom her own copy, and now we're actually about in the same chapter, around the same period. We're in like the page 60 something. And it's a roughly, if you take out the bibliography and acknowledgments and stuff, it's about 190 pages, give or take. So it's pretty much about the idea of Tyler Perry uses the stereotypes that are about black people versus using his platform to dispel them and give white people like a different view of black people. Because it really is all the same stuff in every one of his movies. And so this is my last favorite. I'm working through it. It's the pink part is actually not where I am. I'm right here. So I'm going to leave the links to everything down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to try and go ahead and knock out my 6 months lock video and maybe at least one review tonight because I'm actually about to lay down before I go to work. So, but until then, I will talk to you guys next time. I love you all. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.